Doc said pretty much he wants to be back, and that's his plan right now. Is that a relief to you? Does that work with your plans at all, or how does that affect anything?
Steve, I honestly, I'm still coming down from the game. I haven't even kind of moved that far yet. I know this has been my team, and this is what, it's been full steam ahead for me, since I've been here, so I don't worry about that right now. I just, I look at the Miami Heat and I congratulate them for doing what they were able to accomplish, beating us in 5 games. They played a great series, and they tested us. Definitely they did, and I take my hat off to them, and wish them luck moving forward. I don't. I don't have any concern. Huh?
So you want to stay? It's your option.
Yeah, I don't have any plans to go anywhere else.
Ray, Ira Winderman from the South Florida Sun Sentinel. You played some great players over the years, but to have 2 perimeter players like Dwayne Wade and LeBron James to face over a week and a half and have them sort of getting going the same way they did today, was this somewhat unique? And what's it like when they're both on their rhythm there?
Well, it's interesting because last year we caught them. The first round we caught Wade, and the second round we caught James. The first round it was my defensive assignment, and then second round, like everything we talked about in the first round, it moved over the Heat to ball. So some of the same language we used, it was just just switching the guys around. Now we come into this series, and it's paying attention to everything that they're doing. I think early the first couple games, pretty much for the most of the series, the Wade was tough on the glass, just trying to locate him when we were paying so much attention to LeBron and keeping him from driving to the paint because he's so strong. So, they definitely posed, a lot of challenges to us, and they put, a lot of pressure on defense.
I mean, did it sort of feel like maybe a combination of both series last year then when they were in one place? And just talk about that dynamic. Usually it's key on one guy. When there's 2 guys, they both have to be keyed on. What does it do to what had been your great defense all this year and recent seasons?
You said, did it feel like both? Didn't feel like both. It was both. They were both out there at the same time for pretty much most of the series. I think the one thing that we didn't do that we talked about early is limiting fouls and keeping them out of the paint. They lived in our paint. They scored a load of points inside the paint. They have some great shooters on their floor. And LeBron, I think in the games he made some big threes, in a couple different games. But primarily, if I had to sum up the series, they scored too much on the interior, and got a lot of fast break points, and that crumbled our defense at times.
Ray, Emilio Perez from Tiro Blanco. Do you feel that health was an issue? In the start of the series, talking about the injury on Shaq, then the injury on Rondo, then Pierce. Do you feel health was a very primarily factor in the result?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it was anything that we worried about. Obviously, Rondo was dealing with his elbow most of the time, and Shaq he was plagued with injuries pretty much most of the season for us. So it wasn't like he was playing full strength when we got into the series. Rondo was probably the major issue that we had to deal with injury-wise. But I didn't think that he looked like he bounced back from it. I'm sure he wasn't 100%, but again, I don't think, there are a couple guys on the Heat's roster that probably aren't 100% either. So it's just this time of year is what you deal with.
I have a couple questions, folks.
You don't give me any more. This is the last time.
Thank you.